Assalamualaikum. My name is Hafizah and I will be presenting about the lesson plan by Group 4. This is our group members, Hafizah, Aisyah, Nuraida, Afea, and Ardieya. So let us start to the lesson plan. Let us start with the lesson plan. For the theme of our lesson will be people and culture, and the topic will be Unit 2 Ready for Anything, and the total duration for our lesson will be 7 periods altogether. So for the first lesson plan, we will only take about 1 period, which is 30 minutes. And the main skill that we will be focusing on is reading, while the complementary skill will be speaking. To start the lesson, the teacher will first greet the students and ask them about their well-being, and then ask them to clean the classroom if there is any rubbish. Then, the teacher will then ask the student to read the text on page 22 from the Full Blessed textbook. The teacher will also ask the students if it's okay to do risky things for charity. For the concept enhancement, the teacher will ask the student to skim and scan the text to find at least 3 keywords or any main points, and also any unfamiliar words that they can find. This can also help them to further understand the context of the text. Then, for the formative assessment, the student will be divided into 4 groups, and they will share their findings with their group members. Each group will also be asked to share their own opinions regarding the issue. The teacher will also ask 3 questions to each group, and the representative will answer them. For the closure, the teacher will introduce a music box game, and whoever holds the box when the music stops will ask to summarize the whole lesson for the day. So for our second lesson plan, we will still be touching on the same topic, but in this one, we will focus more on listening skill as our main skill. This lesson will take 2 periods to finish the whole topic. So first, the teacher will start by asking the student again about their health and cleaning the classroom and recalling their last lesson. For the concept development, the teacher will show a video that is based on the charity text to the student. In the first lesson plan, the students have to read the text, but during this one, they will also be listening to the text in the video. This is where multisensory approach happens, as they will able to use another sense for this activity. After watching and listening to the video, they will have to bring out the list of unfamiliar words that they have collected during the last session and write them down on the whiteboard. Then the teacher will start to let them guess on the meaning of the words by giving them some clues according to the text to get them to do some thinking. After that, the teacher will be moving on to the concept enhancement, where the teacher will demonstrate to the students on how to use a dictionary. Then, when they are ready, the students will start to explore the dictionary in groups to search for the unfamiliar words, meaning, and write them down in their own notebooks. Then the teacher will proceed to the formative assessment, where the student will be playing the wheel of names. The rules of the game is that whoever gets picked by the wheel will have to explain the meaning of one of the unfamiliar words, while the other student will check whether the answer is correct or not. This game will proceed until none of the unfamiliar words are left. The learning objective is that the student must be able to share their findings from the dictionary about the meaning of the unfamiliar words. Lastly, the teacher will end the classroom by summarizing everything that they have learned and praise the students for being able to use the dictionary to boost the students' positivity towards learning. For the third lesson, it will be conducted for two periods around 55 minutes. The focus of this lesson will be on speaking as the main skill and listening as the complementary skill. As for the set induction, as usual, the teacher will greet the student and recall 10 unfamiliar words that they have discovered from the past lesson. Next, for the concept development, the teacher will then ask the student to briefly explain the meaning of each words verbally to the class, while the teacher write down the list of the words that they have mentioned during their explanation. Next, the teacher will then divide the students into 6 different groups, where they will play the game count off, where the student will sit in a circle to count and say out loud their number from 1 to 6. And those who got the number 1 will be in group 1 and so on. After that, each group will be given a card with 2 different high order thinking or opinion questions related to the unfamiliar words that they have explained and will be given 10 minutes to discuss in their respective group. For this part, the learning objective is that the student will be able to combine their ideas to form an answer for each respective question. Next, for the formative assessment, the student will conduct a presentation. The students will conduct a presentation for 5 minutes to share with the class their answers that they have got in a complete sentence. From this activity, students will be able to express their opinions regarding charity verbally in a complete sentence. Lastly, the teacher will end the class by summarizing everything that they have learned, and students are free to ask anything related to the question, related to the topic, before the end of today's session. For the fourth lesson plan, we will be focusing on writing as the main skill and reading as the complementary skill. For this class, it will only take 1 period, which is 30 minutes, to complete the guided writing lesson. As the students have mastered the prior skills, the teacher will recall the ideas on charity topics before guiding them to write an essay. In this class, the teacher focuses on the basic before starting to write an essay, which is guiding the students to brainstorm ideas by making an outline. An essay outline template will be provided to each student, and the teacher will explain the importance of making outline as a process to write an essay. The teacher will continue to explain the elements in the essay outline, which are the introduction, the hook, thesis statement, topic sentence, supporting details, and conclusion. After the student have understood all of the function of the essay elements, the student needs to get in pairs. The second material will be given to each pair, which is the passage about why charity is significant in our lives. And the student need to underline the element that has been explained and transfer the information onto the provided essay outline template. To ensure that they really comprehend the guided writing, each pair needs to create different thesis statement based on the passage on a sticky note. Then the sticky note will be put onto the wall, and a short gallery walk will be conducted. The final lesson will be the process of producing the first draft of the essay. Therefore, the focus of this 30 minutes lesson will be fully on writing. In this part, they will be producing a paragraph step by step. The vocabulary elements that will be emphasized during this lesson are conjunctions and a few discourse markers that they can use. The introduction set will be the same as the other previous lesson, where a recap is being told to the students. After that, they will get back into the part where they had left, and continue to develop their ideas but in a simple sentence first. Then, the sentence will be combined either into compound or complex sentences with the help of conjunctions. When the ideas are finally coming together, but not yet organized, the students are told to combine them all using the discourse markers. The lesson will end with a fun fact that is related to the topic and a simple conclusion of the lesson. That is all from our group. Thank you.